What's going on, guys? It's your boy Boxing Facts or Fiction. I need you to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. We have a fighter in the light heavyweight division from the United Kingdom, at the age of 25, Joshua Buatsi, who just recently knocked out Renold Quinlan in the very first round. He's an exciting fighter to watch. He's from Croydon, which is London or the United Kingdom, but he's originally from Accra, Ghana. I believe he had an extensive amateur background as well, but I didn't really pay attention to his amateur record. His amateur boxing, I recently started following his career when he turned pro, and there was a lot of hype behind him, and he's living up to. I watch a lot of British level fighters when they're first coming up. I watch him, and I watch the heavyweight Daniel Dubois. He's a very good fighter, and Joshua Buatsi is one of those kind of fighters as well. He's a boxer, puncher, I would like to call him. He's a light heavyweight. There's a lot of good light heavyweights. You know, we got guys like Dimitri Bivol. We got guys like another guy who Joshua Buatsi is supposed to be fighting. We got guys like what's his name? Anthony Yarde. My bad, guys. Anthony Yarde. Anthony Yarde is a pretty good fighter as well. They're saying they want to make Joshua Buatsi versus Anthony Yarde. I mean, the light heavyweight division is stacked. Let me go back to the light heavyweight division. The light heavyweight division is stacked. Dimitri Bivol, Sergey Kovalov, Marcus Brown. There's so many guys. Marcus Brown. It was Adonis Stevenson, but he recently lost. So we got Alexander Goschik, and we got we got Badu Jack. I mean, what? The light heavyweight division might be the most stacked division in boxing right now, man. Too many names. But Joshua Buatsi is a part of this light heavyweight division. He's 25 years old. He's fighting out of London, the United Kingdom. He just had a fight against a guy named Renold Quinlan, and he looked impressive. He's been fighting good guys. In only 9 fights, he has 7 knockouts. His opponent, Renold Quinlan, was a solid fighter. He's a fighter out of Australia. He had 12 wins. So he had more wins than Joshua Buatsi. So when he's 29, he's been pro longer. So everybody thought it was going to be, a little closer fight. He's only had, he has had 4 losses, 3 by KOs, 3 by knockout. This is a guy, Renold Quinlan, who went 10 rounds with Chris Eubank Jr. and got stopped in the 10th round. But he didn't make it past the first round with Joshua Buatsi, who only had 8 fights at the time. So he blasted him out in the first round. Chris Eubank Jr. went 10 rounds with this guy. That's very impressive. Very impressive. This Renold Quinlan guy also had a really good win against Daniel Gill. I don't know if you guys know about Daniel Gill. But Renold Quinlan knocked him out in 2 rounds. Daniel Gill fought guys like Miguel Cotto and Gennady Golovkin. Even though Gennady Golovkin stopped him in 3 rounds, Miguel Cotto stopped him in 4 rounds. But he's been in there with tough guys. So it's looking like Buatsi is the real deal. Joshua Buatsi is the real deal. He had better opponents than so far. A lot of people saying he has fought better opponents than Anthony Yarde, who a lot of people, according to Eddie Hearn and a lot of other sources, are saying they want to see Buatsi versus Anthony Yarde for the British title. But I don't know if that fight's going to happen next. But if it does, it'll be an awesome fight. But let me go ahead and get into this fight. The fight started, they both started to establish their jab. Renold Quinlan jab was looking like the more superior jab. Maybe because Buatsi was, filling him out. But Buatsi started filling him out. And I believe a minute or so, Buatsi stunned Quinlan with like a left hook. And then when he stunned him with a left hook, he followed up with a right hand. He followed up with a right hand that landed on the back of Renold Quinlan's head. It was back of the head, but the referee didn't stop the fight or separate the fighter and take a point away from Joshua Buatsi because it was a clear shot to the back of the head. The referee let it continue. He could have stopped it. He could have took away some points. The referee could have took away some points from Joshua Buatsi for the clean foul. He punched Renold Quinlan in the back of the head. But hey, this is boxing. Protect yourself at all times. And sometimes the ref don't really do their job. And in this case, the ref didn't really do his job. He allowed the fight to continue. Joshua Buatsi continued to go in for the kill. So, Joshua Buatsi and Renold Quinlan, they was in the clinch. And the referee break them. This was like a few seconds after Buatsi had hurt Renold Quinlan. He hurt him with a left hook. Then he hurt him with a right hand to the back of the head. And the referee let him go again. The referee broke it up. And Buatsi caught him with a clean. So after the clinch, Buatsi caught him with a vicious left hook to the chin. Sent Quinlan to the ground. Quinlan took a knee, and then it was all she wrote from there. Buatsi just completely picked them apart in the first round. A lot of people are going to say foul, a lot of people are going to say this, but we got to remember is protect yourself at all time. Impressive victory by Joshua Buatsi. I'm impressed by Joshua Buatsi, man. In just 9 fights, the guys that they're putting in front of him, he's looking good. Here's a guy who went 10 rounds with Chris Eubank Jr., who's been pro for so long, and Joshua Buatsi blasted him out in the first round. Whether you want to say he did it in a manner he shouldn't have, but the fact of the matter is he did it in the first round. But like I'm saying, you fans can't argue that Buatsi got away with one there. He could have been disqualified, or a few points could have been taken away. But at the end of the day, like I said before, this is boxing. You have to protect yourself at all times. Buatsi didn't intentionally go in there to hurt the guy behind his head. He was throwing punches, and some of those punches landed on the back of his head. So we can't take away nothing from this victory. We can just look at this victory as Buatsi will do everything he can in his power to get the job done. And that's exactly what he did against a guy that's kind of a vet, because he's 29 years old. Buatsi's only 25. And Quinlan's been in there with some top guys, and he's also finished Daniel Gill up in 2 rounds. So he's a solid opponent. So according to the promoter of Joshua Buatsi, Eddie Hearn, he wants to see Joshua Buatsi versus Anthony Yard for the British title. These are 2 upcoming fighters. I believe Anthony Yarde is the more experienced fighter right now. I'm not going to say he's the more polished fighter, but he's the more experienced. He had more fights. I'm not ready to see that fight to be. I want that fight to build up. I don't want that fight to happen right now. These guys are too young. Just like I didn't want the fight to happen with Josh Taylor and O'Hara Davis. That fight happened too soon. I wanted that fight to be built up so those guys can fight for a world title. But sometimes these guys, they make this fight happen sooner than later. But if it happens, it happens. I don't know who's going to win that fight right now. But as for now, I think Joshua Buatsi is looking the more impressive fighter out of the two because of the level of opponents he's fighting. But when it comes to more ring experience, it belongs to Anthony Yarde. But if that fight does happen, I will do a fight prediction on that. Right now, I can't tell you who wins that fight because at this point, I still believe it's a 50-50 fight. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. Joshua Buatsi is looking really good in the light heavyweight division. In the light heavyweight division is stacked. This is a perfect time to be a boxing fan. You get to see guys from overseas who are very good fighters maybe coming over here to fight our American fighters.